Hello, welcome back to Divinity Gems. For my Capricorns, gonna get your weekly reading. Moon was yesterday, so new beginnings, new beginnings. Let's see what new beginnings are coming for you, Capricorn. Give it a few final shuffles. Pulling your 9-card spread. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles upright. That's you, Capricorn, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, 7 of Wands, first card up. This is all three of my earth signs. Y'all got similar cards. I could have did an earth sign reading, but we're going to go and see how yours is individually planned out for you. Queen of Pentacles was out on the Virgo reading and Taurus reading. Capricorn, this is out. This is upright. You are feeling like you got the upper hand on this. Your perception is right now that you are winning this battle in your life. 7 of Pentacles being out behind it. So just the work that you've put in, the effort that you've put in, you're feeling pretty positive about that effort that you've put in. She's gathered a lot of fruit here, and I feel like she's just tired at this point. She needs to lay down and rest, but she's unguarded at this point. She's unguarded. Almost look like she's sleeping on the job, but it's not in a bad way. Like, it's in a just make sure you're careful and cautious. Yeah, just energy, I feel like, is drained, has been drained through the situation, but you're feeling like you're on the top right now, but in some type of way, you feel like your energy has been drained. And then with the 3 of Pentacles being out in the reverse, the foundational break. The foundational break being what it is that makes you tired to me, or has made you tired. So a home situation, something that you've been putting a whole lot of energy into here, trying to make right. But with the 3 of Pentacles being in reverse, with it being in reverse, I'm just feeling like the energy that you put into it may not have been worth it to you. The Wheel of Fortune is out in reverse as well. So the change that you were looking for didn't come about as of yet. And then there was no rejoicing or celebration going on, no hanging out with friends, no partying, no having fun right then and there while you were trying to bring in this accumulation with the 9 of Pentacles. This is the comfortable surroundings that you want in your life. This is the foundation that you wanted to be strong in. This was the desired outcome for it, but I'm feeling like, yeah, we're going to pull some clarifiers, but there's something there between that 7 of Pentacles and that 3 of Pentacles being in reverse that I'm just feeling like you put the effort into it and you worked really hard at it. But then it still didn't give you the desired results that you want. And down here, you're building up these pentacles by yourself. Or is it looking like this lady here who had to leave this foundation behind because he wasn't fulfilling his part of the bargain? She had to leave that foundation and build up her pentacles elsewhere. I feel like she did, and she's over here successful, building them up successfully by herself. So possibly there was a break, a split, something that happened already that caused you to go through this where there was no change to that. So you decided to do it differently. The 5 of Cups is in reverse. So you're not crying over it or saddened over it in any kind of way. This is in reverse. So this to me is a new beginning when it comes to your emotions and how you were feeling over that break, over that foundational split. And strength is on you as well in the upright. So you're strong through this. With the 9 of Pentacles being out, I'm feeling like you received some accumulation over this. You were able to build up the foundation again. So you had to receive You know, maybe you got a raise or some money or some kind of financial gift, or you just decided to take your finances and build them up to make your surroundings comfortable. So maybe you just redid the home, or got some new furniture, or just, you know, yeah, maybe you just redecorated and you just really changed your surroundings. You really just changed your surroundings to make them more beautiful, more colorful, to fit how you were feeling, because you're over this. You're over this. You are really over this, and your strength is there. Your strength is there. So you did some things just to make yourself, maybe got a makeover to make yourself feel good, or your surroundings to look good. So something new, some new clothes, new hairdo. Just have that butterfly in her hair. Some new hairdo, new clothes. Spend some money on yourself in some type of way, or your home in some type of way. I'm feeling strongly, just making you feel a lot better about your situation and your surroundings. The Knight of Wands is in reverse. Sometimes he just doesn't always have the confidence on him, and then he finally gets it. So maybe you didn't have the confidence about this old situation, but you're moving forward. Maybe just not with the utmost confidence, but you're doing what you have to do. You're doing what you have to do. Let's get some clarifiers. Capricorn. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this was wish fulfillment. This was wishes that you made that didn't happen. They didn't happen. The wish was in reverse. So what you wanted with that foundation, or who you wanted it with, it didn't go that way. It didn't go that way. And with the 4 of Pentacles being out, I'm feeling like you were holding on to the want of this relationship. You were holding on to this. Was something that you really wanted. It was something that you really wanted. These two came out together. So this was something that you really wanted that didn't happen. And so it made you very clingy and oh, these words are not coming to me. Possessional. Like you want to hold on to your possessions. You want to hold on to your possessions. Territorial, even, I'll say. So just wanting what's yours, wanting to hold on to whatever it is that's yours. You desperately wanted to hold on to what was yours. But your wish didn't come true. What you wished for, which I feel like was for this foundation to work out together, was what you wanted. And it looks like you built it by yourself. The sun is out, not knowing if it fell out in reverse. But either way, I feel like the sun is out because it's about that sunny new beginning that you want. The beginning that you want, along with the 9 of Pentacles being out, because her surroundings are so beautiful and comfortable, but she built them by herself versus with someone else. Maybe the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands is in reverse because this is that person who you wanted to believe in themselves a little bit more in order to be strong with you in this foundation, but they just did not. They did not come around to where you wanted them to, where you wished for them to get to. What you were wishing for didn't happen. So you were just holding on for dear life to everything else you had, and you just, we're going to build those pentacles up elsewhere. And it looks like you're doing a better job by yourself than you were. Yeah, you handling it now. You're sitting on top of the world juggling butterflies by yourself. But in this situation, you were very sad because it just could never get to where you wanted it to be. I'll take all those. And it is those moments sometimes, Capricorn, where you are used to being able to get the job done. And you're like, how come I can't fix this, though? How come I can't fix this situation? Why is this situation not fixable. I'm usually able to handle everything else with ease. And I know you are, Capricorn. You can handle planning and strategizing and working hard and getting, the goal accomplished. That's what you do. But in this particular situation, you were not able to follow that pattern of work hard, put in the effort, get the desired results. You just worked hard, and you're like, where are the desired results? This is not how it's supposed to go. When you work hard, you're supposed to get it. Yeah, the Four of Wands. I overall feel like this is about that foundational split and that person who you wanted to be your Prince Charming, that you wanted to reach a milestone with. And I feel like that milestone wasn't reached. Like it was not reached. And the Three of Wands being in reverse, and you can't see why. You did not understand why it couldn't be. Like I said, this is your MO. This is I work hard. I put effort into a situation. I plan ahead. I do everything as I should. And these should be the desired results. And when it didn't go that way, you're like, what is going on? Okay, well, natural Capricorn mode would be to work harder. So you worked harder. You worked even harder. And it still didn't get you the desired wish fulfillment. And then what did you do, Capricorn? Well, you worked harder. Harder. Carrying those loads. Yes, you were. You worked even harder carrying the load. Because it wasn't sinking into you. Like, how could it be that I could put effort into something so much, so well, my heart be of the purest intent, I go about this as best as I can, I know this should work, and it just doesn't work. You're still carrying other people's loads at the end of the day. So I feel like you're moving away from that with this new moon. I feel like you're finally feeling the need to say, hey, how long can I keep going with this cycle with fortune? How long can I keep doing this? How long can I keep not getting the desired results, the wish fulfillment? No rejoicing going on. Ain't nobody toasting up nothing. How long can I keep going like this? How long? So I think you just decided, you know what? I'm going to build these pentacles up elsewhere. I got to be happy. I can't keep going through this particular cycle. And I feel like with this new moon, a change is coming to that cycle for you. The Queen of Wands is in reverse. Showing others how it's done. All in powerful, all in wise. The Queen of Wands it's a beautiful energy. The Queen of Wands is making it happen, though. Making it happen and understanding that if you want this Nine of Pentacles and you've been trying to make it happen with someone else, but it's not been happening, no matter how hard you try, how much sincere, pure of heart effort you've been putting into it, Capricorn, it's at that moment where you have to know what's in your own best interest is to go ahead and do it by yourself and see what else is coming your way. Because if you split from this foundation, all this effort that you put in was not in vain. It's to let you learn so that when your door is open for the new opportunity to come through, once you release this old one, it's going to be better than that. It's going to be better. It's not going to have you release that to give you something that's not as good. It's going to have you release that to give you something that's better, because obviously this is not working. So that's why I feel like the Queen of Wands was in reverse, because this is the energy and wants you to start embodying more than the Queen of Pentacles, because she's stuck a little bit in her ways and doing things only the way she knows how to do them, whereas the Queen of Wands just makes her own fire as needed. She makes it as needed, and she can show others a thing or two about handling it. Let's get one more clarifier out of here, and then we'll go ahead to your Black Moon Astrology card. Trying to keep the videos a little shorter today. Nine of Wands in reverse. Feeling guarded, possibly right now, but She's also strategizing as the Nine of Wands to me in the upright. She's coming up with a plan, a new entry plan, a new way to handle this situation. In reverse, though, I feel like it's being guarded. She's watching her front, that lion is watching her back, and I feel like she's a little bit guarded because of all the things that have just happened. So it may make you just not want to rush into, I will never, ever, ever try to love anybody again after dealing with this situation, after dealing with what seems like this always happens to you. This has always been the result. You can't get to the final outcome that you want, no matter how hard you work. I work harder than anybody, and this is what I get. That type of feeling at the end of it. I feel like that guarded feeling can possibly make you not want to try again, and that's not the point. It wasn't that you didn't know how to love. Obviously, it was the other person that didn't want to change, that didn't want to or see the need to change or turn their life around. So it's not that your hard work and your effort were wrong. It's that the other person wasn't responsive. All that means is that there needs to be another person. But understand that's where your heart was attached to as the Queen of Pentacles. Where you are attached, where your roots are, is where you are attached. So just changing that, doesn't happen overnight for you as maybe as easily as an air sign. Detachment is a little bit easier. Detachment is harder, especially when there were genuine feelings involved. So if there were genuine feelings involved, just saying, I don't love this person anymore and flinging your door open for a new person, it just doesn't happen that way for you, Capricorn, which is understandable. So you take your time and you find your balance, but at the end of it, always be open and willing to understand that it's not love that's the problem. It was just that situation was not compatible for you at that time. At that time. Sometimes it's not compatible with that person, and a year or two later down the line, it could be. But at this time, it's telling you it's time for you to build your foundation up somewhere else. Let's get a Black Moon astrology for you. Destiny. Destiny. That's big, Capricorn. That's big coming out. This is the Destiny card. It's got that wheel up there, which represents change, like the Wheel of Fortune, the medicine wheel. And then it's got, if you study like the Kabbalah and stuff like that, that's that. Almost like the chakra ladder, pretty much. Destiny. All right. Quote, a person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Ain't that the truth? Jean de La Fontaine. Jean de La Fontaine. That is a quote. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. It's right where you run smack dab into it. So Yod is the ancients believed that Yod was an area of fate in the chart and not a particularly favorable one. Also called the Eye of God or the Finger of God, the Yod is a particular astrological configuration in a chart. It's a triangle formed by two planets 60 degrees apart, while both are 150 degrees from a third planet. This creates a thin pie-shaped aspect. So just to give you some background too, the Yod, 10th letter of the Hebrew alphabet was, lost my spot. 10th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, which has mystical implications signifying the omnipresence of God and often denoting humility because the energy is locked in that triangular configuration, causing matters to be fated and often difficult, but not without their rewards. So that I really feel like that's playing into your situation. Let's get this card in brief. Needing to make adjustments, being inventive, being unique, having a special purpose, trusting all will work out as it is meant to, the eventual success of destiny and fate, even amongst chaos, self-examination and discovery after a period of confusion, missed opportunities, increased awareness, humility, being shown factors, you are currently blind to. Okay. Making up your mind, making a choice, learning from adjustment and flowing with the change, a conduit of energy, profound blocks, stop and start motions. It is best not to force the issue at this time as there is fate involved. Allow matters to unfold before acting. Bringing everything together, answering the call as the ordinary life is released into the spiritual. Okay, so the corresponding tarot card was the Ace of Swords, reversed. The Ace of Swords reversed. So it is like the opposite of an aha moment, the opposite of just an aha, I got it, clarity moment in reverse. Key idea is destiny, doing things on your own, standing strong, making a difference. Capricorn. So this is just testimony to your overall reading for the week. Just needing to make those adjustments. But really, that last part got me. It is best not to force the issue as that time, as there is fate involved. And I felt that through your whole reading, like you really felt like this foundation was the only option, like where you were supposed to be. But there's fate involved right here. There are lessons that have to be learned in this. So flowing with the change, a conduit of energy. This is about the energy flow right now. Allow matters to unfold before acting, bringing everything together, answering the call. But there was one other one I said. Oh, the key idea, doing things on your own, standing strong to make a difference. So when I saw the foundation outside of that other person and that you had come full circle all the way to build up those comfortable surroundings, but you did those by yourself, doing things on your own, standing strong, making a difference, and just knowing that I know that was part of the wish. I know that was part of the plan, but this is fate. There's something else fated in this situation that's causing it to play out differently. And you have to be willing to roll with that change. Having a special purpose, trusting all will work out as it is meant to, the eventual success of destiny and fate. So this is one of those moments where you're wondering what the purpose of this was. Like you knew you were supposed to build this foundation, over here with this person or with this job or with this situation. This was supposed to be your base, your foundation, but something is different. There was something that you weren't seeing in it that's being brought to your attention now through this situation ending, through it not going the way you wished it would, because the way you wished it would wasn't going to bring you the best outcome. So now it had to go a different way. It had to go a different way. And because it went this different way, it's going to bring you the best outcome. It's going to bring you the outcome and lead you toward the path that brings you the highest, that brings you the most success, though you don't see it right now that way. Because we just want what we want when we're in ego mode. We want what we want. We feel like it's what we're supposed to have. It's what makes us happy. It's what we desire. So we want what we want. But it's telling you sometimes we don't see the whole picture. And so once you see the whole picture, you'll know, in hindsight, why it had to go this way instead of that way. But the best we can do is just continue to have the strength through those moments, which I saw you did, Capricorn. Continue with your strength. Continue to build the way you always know how. So you do that. You continue to build. And you'll start to see those benefits come rolling to you. The accumulation is coming to you as the Nine of Pentacles was out there. All those wonderful things that make your surroundings beautiful. Those things come to you in the meantime as you're getting clarity and understanding on those things. They come to you and you'll see that you are still on top. That's why we started with that 7 up at the top. You are still on top and everything's still going in your favor. It's just about your perception and how you see it. Okay? Till next time, Capricorn, that is your reading for the week. Check out my website if you need to book a personal reading. All that info is below in the description box. Thanks for watching.